All right, Coach. Just open up with comments now, and we'll go from there.
Well, second game in a row we've had a halftime lead and let it get away from us in the second half. Disappointing to have that happen after playing great defense the first 20 minutes, allow 42 points in the second half, and we just can't go point for point. We know that, and they hit some big shots. Number 3, Holmes, was 0 for 5 in conference games from 3, and hit a big 3 for him, and then she hit a big 2 late in the shot clock, late in the game. That's the player that we wanted shooting the ball. She was shooting 27% coming into the game from the field. Knocked down 2 clutch shots for her 2 field goals for the night. Gordon had a nice game. We let her get loose too many times, fouled her too many times going to the basket. She hits 9 out of 10 free throws. We missed a lot of easy shots that came back to haunt us. We're struggling to shoot the ball, so when we get good looks, good close-in shots, and don't finish them, it's really draining for our team. Thought Nikki Maduka once again had a tremendous defensive game. Lefty Webster preseason, first team all-conference, came in averaging 17 plus a game, gets 10, 4 of 15 from the field. Can't say enough about the defense that Nikki's playing one-on-one back-to-back games for us. Glad to see Jasmine and Crystal getting double figures back-to-back games. Maya Hawkins had a good solid game. It was just, a lot of these games are coming down to the last 2 or 3 possessions, and we missed some free throws down the stretch that certainly hurt. We're 1-4 in conference and could easily be 4-1. So we just got to keep trying to plug away. We've got a tough road trip coming up. It's tough to lose 2 games at home in conference, but every game is going to be tight, and our margin of error is very slim, and we've just got to start figuring that out.
Finishing games, you talk about that often. It looks like they're close, but not just quite there yet. Is it more of a melon situation?
A lot of it's mental, yeah. We've struggled to know who we can consistently count on to score. So late in the game, that situation rears its ugly head. Who do you really go to? Last couple years we've always had Custer there to try to make the play late in the game. Late in their game, they're going to go to lefty 21 or 20. And we took those away in a couple possessions, and another kid steps up and hits a money shot. Kudos to her. We haven't had anybody really show that they're capable of doing that. So we're scrambling to try to figure out where to go there. And they zoned us some in the second half, and it's much harder. Again, I thought we attacked the zone pretty well, but against the zone, it's harder to isolate players and try to get a certain play for a certain player. I thought our defense the last 2 games, we've been a little more aggressive in what we're trying to do, and we forced 53 turnovers into 2 games at home this week, so we're encouraged by that, and we should only get better with that as time goes on.
I noticed one thing that doesn't normally happen, but you all got a lot of points off turnovers today.
Well, that's the second game in a row, Jerry. We Thursday night we forced 31 turnovers, converted those into 25 points. You'd like to have a 1-to-1, which we were more on that today. We forced 22 turnovers and got 23 points. So if you're 1-to-1, you figure that's a pretty good ratio. Yeah, that's because we are being a little more aggressive. We're pressing. We're being more aggressive in certain sets, and trying to create more opportunities for us with our defense because we've been struggling to score so much. second game in a row. We got 24 more shots Thursday night. Tonight we get 10 more shots from the field, and make one less than they make. So it goes back to shooting the basketball, and we let them go at 44 and 48%. They got a lot of layups. They got a lot of inside touches deep in the paint that we just can't have that happen.
Two last questions. Is rebounding where you want it to be, or is it getting?
Our rebounding's been good. This is one of the few times we have been out rebounded. I think only the second or third time all year.
Yeah, second time.
Second time all year we've been out rebounded. Our defense and rebounding is why we've been in games. They had 2 offensive boards at halftime. End up with 9. Now, I mean, you can live with 9 offensive boards. Now they did shoot a pretty good percentage, so that eliminates some of those opportunities. But second chance points were 18 to 11 plus. Thursday night it was 23 to 8. Second chance points. So those it's just our shooting percentage. We just gotta, and it has been our free throws too. They came in shooting 78% as a team in conference. That's tremendous. They go 80. We shoot 58% coming in, and we shoot 68, which is for us a decent percentage. But in a close game, there were several down the stretch that you got to make them, and we're missing some of those. I guess we're happy with 68%. It's better than where we've been. But those are the two. We just shooting basketball is making the game harder for us, and putting too much pressure on our defense.
All right, Coach. Thanks.
You bet, sir.